I got into financial services after I'd worked as a stint in television. I was temping during a break between contracts, and I temped for a recruitment company. And I kind of sat there and thought, oh, this looks pretty easy, and they all seem to be pretty flash with their cash. So I started looking for jobs in recruitment, and I came across a recruitment company that worked within financial services, in particular credit and risk. So I applied for the job. I then spent 10 years working in recruitment, particularly as a headhunter in search and selection for financial services, the top banks generally, recruiting sort of business analysts, credit risk analysts, and that's what got me involved in financial services. I've worked at Equilibrium for just over 7 years now. I started as self-employed and came in to do a bit of work on recruitment and the onboarding process and some various little projects. Started a couple of days a week. Since then, I was then employed by the business, and I then became the recruitment and HR manager, and then a couple of years ago became the head of culture. So my role at Equilibrium is head of culture. Um, Obviously, it's quite a modern job title. It covers HR, it covers recruitment, retention, all those elements that you would expect from a traditional HR professional. However, the reason it's head of culture is because culture is at the forefront of everything that we do. It's really important at Equilibrium. It's not just about, the gifts that we give people. It's about the well-being of the team, ensuring that we give the team the tools to do a brilliant job, to have the work-life balance that they need, to be happy in the work that they do, and therefore that the work that they do then impacts the clients, how the clients perceive the value that we add to them, and then ultimately that we are a successful, striving business. So the heart of everything we do is our culture. So my role, as I see it, is to absolutely ensure that the team are looked after, that we consider their mental well-being, their physical well-being, that their financial well-being are all my top priorities. And it's a joy to be part of the team that is responsible for the culture at Equilibrium. So something that I'm particularly proud of during my time at Equilibrium is that I was involved in the first ever application for the Times 100 list, and we actually came fifth in the first year that we did it. Since then, we've been in the top 10 for the last 4 years consecutively. And whilst it's a team effort, absolutely, it's about how the team works together. Part of that is there's quite a detailed questionnaire, and the work that I do every day impacts the result that we get as a business for the Times 100. Obviously, it comes from the top down. So the owners of the business, the senior leadership team, we're all instrumental in ensuring that Equilibrium is a fantastic place to work. But personally, I do take a lot of pride of the fact that we have an award-winning culture at Equilibrium, and I do feel that I have played a big part in that. So that is a source of immense pride for me. Equilibrium. I love everything about working at Equilibrium. There isn't anything I don't like. The people, the culture, I'm obviously going to say that. The people, the people, the people, the people. No, it is a fantastic place to work. There isn't a single thing I don't enjoy about working at Equilibrium. It's a lot of fun. There's always laughter. We're well looked after. We don't do things because it's cheap or it's quick. We do it because it's right. That's for our clients and that's for the team. We don't have one set of values for our clients and another for the team. It's absolutely the team are instrumental in our success. And you feel that when you work at Equilibrium. And I am passionate about that due to the job that I do. But equally, as a member of the team, you know that that is the reality of working at Equilibrium. So I just think it's a fantastic place to work and I love it. I've never had Sunday night fear, ever. I think it's great. Oh, I am grade 7 at the violin. I played it for a very, very long time. I didn't pass grade 7, I passed grade 6, which ultimately means you're grade 7. And I did theory, music theory as well. And whilst it's been a long time since I've picked a fiddle up, well, for I'm not very good anymore, I can still throw out a bit of a tune. And due to doing theory in music, I taught myself how to play the piano. So that's some random facts about me. I don't have an average working day, which is one of the many reasons why I love my job. Every day pretty much is different. There is some structure, obviously, that is set in stone, and they are the senior leadership team meetings that I'm a part of, which happen every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So they are a given. But then on some days, it could be that I'm doing Water Cooler Wednesday, which means I'm talking remotely to people. Currently, it's remotely. Or I might be being involved in various things at the moment. It's about our return to working from the office. So generally, there is lots of face-to-face, well, teams to teams people work. There could be some policy being written. There could be some HR type work to be done. There's usually lots of laughter and lots of fun. And, you know, no 2 days are the same, which is, like I say, one of the reasons I absolutely adore the job that I do. How do you take your brew? I like it the colour of He-Man with a sweetener in it. That's how I take my brew. My book recommendation is Busy by Tony Crabb, which is how to thrive in a world of too much. It basically has got loads of great hints and tips about how to deal with all the noise and all the stuff that we've got to deal with as busy professionals. And I just thought it was a fantastic book. I read it on a holiday and it has really helped with my workload and how I structure things. And I highly recommend it to anybody. So my favourite quote is a Roald Dahl quote from the Twits, and it goes like this. A person who has good thoughts cannot ever be ugly. You can have a wonky nose and a crooked mouth, a double chin and stick out teeth. But if you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams and you will always look lovely. And I think that's gorgeous. That's my favourite quote. Chance would be a fine thing at the moment. It's not abroad, and probably if I didn't have children, it might not be my favourite. But the one that currently and for a few years has been a favourite holiday destination has been Centre Parks. The kids absolutely love it. They get lost in the tropical paradise. They spend hours and hours just going down the slides and on the rapids. It feels completely safe. It's completely just brilliant for a family. Obviously, you need to remortgage to go. No offence, Centre Parks. And when the kids are a bit older, they're currently 10 and 12, I think it will be a different place. Love a bit of Portugal. We love going on beach holidays. But ultimately, for a good old family fun destination, Centre Parks, Sherwood Forest is somewhere that us as Warbies, we like to go.